Hey, it's Troy. Now let's dive into one of my personal favorite tools called heat maps. Sumo heat maps. Heat maps is a tool within the Sumo suite that shows you how your visitors are interacting with your site by telling you exactly where they are clicking on each page. So the first thing you want to do is turn the tool on so it's capturing data. So on the right side, you'll see the toolbar, and on the top, you'll see the crown. Click that, and then click on heat maps, and you'll see this. Now on the left side, the fourth button down, there's a button that says auto record. Click there, and then if you see here the add an auto record rule in blue, click there and it defaults to record on all pages, which is exactly what you want. Boom, save, we're good to go. Now let's take a look at the campaign that has been capturing data for some time now. We're gonna click on view the active campaign for this page, and what you're gonna see once it pulls up is a bunch of different flame looking like things. It gets very bright and light, and that shows where people are clicking the most. The brighter and bigger the area, the more clicks it's getting. So let's say you want to figure out how many clicks it was. Well, right here you can go and it says, as you move your mouse around, it says anywhere between 250 and 350. But if you see the little pop-up bar below, it shows how many clicks are within the entire area. So that entire chapter 1 thing, that was kind of hard to see that font right now, but it has 477 clicks within that whole thing. Scroll down, I'll show you another example. This 0 to 1000, you can see down here, 144 clicks. So one of the questions we always get right off the bat is, what are these little clicks here off to the side? There's nothing to click on. What are people doing? Well, in that instance, it's people on mobile devices who are touching the screen to scroll. So you have to put your finger there and flick up to get it to scroll down. But if you want to be 100% sure of every click, you can easily set up 2 separate campaigns, one that's going to record on mobile and one that's going to record on desktop, so you can see exactly what's going on. So what can we discern from this data? What can we learn from looking at this? Well, one of the things that pops out to me right here is these 3 different titles. 1, 2, 3. What stands out to you? I noticed that the middle one, chapter 2, has kind of a disproportionately small amount of clicks. It doesn't look like it's getting as much action as the top or bottom. And this would make more sense with the top, but not the bottom, because we know more visitors are gonna fall off the farther down we go. We can tell that from content analytics, but we see here we'd expect more clicks here. So what does that tell us? Well, one of the things it may tell us is that just the title and the copy needs to be punched up. Maybe it doesn't have quite enough sizzle, it's not getting enough attention. Or maybe it simply means that it's not as interesting. People get to it and they're like, Instagram Foundation's not as interested. How to rapidly grow your Instagram following? Yes, let's do that. But that's something that you can learn and something that you should consider whenever you see something that stands out different to what you would think. Now you can see here that a lot of people, how many total? 3,200 people are clicking to get this swipe file. Not surprising, it's a button, it's adding a lot of value, that makes sense. But what else can we learn from all these different clicks up here? Well, basically, there's a lot of clicks up there. A lot of people are putting a lot of attention to that point. So what might we do to take advantage of the fact that we know a lot of people are looking there? Well, what do we do right here? We give away a free swipe file. That's what we want. That's the action that we would like them to take, or at least encourage them to check out. And if it pertains to them, encourage them to click on it. So we put the action, the click trigger, the link, the button, the product, whatever we want them to look at, put that near where you see a lot of people clicking. Okay, so this is a blog example. Let's look at my website, the Charisma Matrix, where I actually sell products. So if you have a product page, this is going to be more similar to you. So once again, the crown, we're going to click on, once it pulls up, heat maps, and we're going to click view the active campaign. So we see a lot of people are clicking here. That makes sense, it's a clickable button. A lot of people are clicking on 74, the current number of YouTube videos. What's the problem with that? It's not a clickable link. So what can I do now that I know people are clicking on that? Well, maybe I should make that a clickable link that sends people to the YouTube page or sends people to YouTube videos. I'm basically wasting those clicks right now, and I know that because I can see where people are clicking. Now down here, we got a lot of people clicking on the social visibility program. The link, it's nice and red. That makes a lot of sense. The second program, not getting quite as much traction. We can see how many clicks, 98 there, compared to, how many do we have here? 140, not quite as popular. It makes sense. Third program, pretty good. This one, the Vocal Power and Tonality Masterclass, 100 clicks. Very good. And that is one of the more popular programs. Even though it's at the end, we know it's getting a lot more clicks than these middle two. So from that, you can discern what's popular, what are people interested in. Not many people clicking in this. What can I do from this data? What would I do? Once again, make things clickable that aren't. Put things by where people are clicking. What else could I do right here? I could maybe put another call to action here, or download a swipe file, or check out a video now. Anything that I want to encourage people to do, I want to take advantage of the fact that we know where they're going and where they're clicking, and encourage them to look at other things that may be of interest to them. That's the key benefit of both heat maps and content analytics, is now we know what people are doing on our site, so we can take advantage of it and optimize our site to that new information.